All right, we're back. We're back on a separate live stream. The Aaron Patterson stuff ends back there, okay? You come into the chat and start giving me theories, and that I have to do bad things. So please don't do that. I don't want to ban people or anything like that. I want to be able to do it this way and not have to modify the way we do it. And I hope not. Transfer complete. Yeah, we're transferred. We're transplanted. So I being out here, it's sort of like being in a total, sort of like in a total media blackout in a weird way, but you're in a media thing. It's hard to explain, but I think it's because you're so concentrated on what's going on at the trial, you like black out everything else surrounding what's going on. And I've missed so many case updates and stuff we've been following in the US. But I saw something. Someone sent me a story out of Kentucky. And I don't know if you saw this, but they're saying in Vanderburgh County, deputies were called to the 6200 block of Ahara Drive after someone called to explain a small child showed up on his front porch with no clothes on. The caller also believed the child came from next door and that the child had a significantly foul odor. That's not cool. What the hell? They say deputies went to the home next door and a man, later identified as Patrick Colbert, came to the door. Officials state deputies could smell an overwhelming odor of ammonia inside the home. Colbert claimed the child was asleep when asked where the child was. Colbert also allegedly said there was an open case with DCS about the same thing happening last November. Officials say Colbert directed deputies to where the child slept, and as deputies entered the room, they found it in complete disarray. Officials said there was a diaper with apparent feces on the ground that was dried up, and the bed was completely covered in toys, leaving no space for a child to sleep. And they said here the child was also allegedly very dirty, and DCS responded where the decision was made to remove the child. The child was reportedly taken to the hospital where insect bites were found all over, and it was found to be consistent with bed bug bites. Horrible. Sheriff office states deputies reviewed photos that were taken by deputies. One photo showed a bathroom sink allegedly showing significant cockroach activity with more than 20 in one small area. The rest of the photos reportedly showed that the condition of the home was unsanitary and posed a health and safety risk to children. Colbert claimed that he was the homemaker and his wife Jessica works full time as a registered nurse. I don't think that discounts taking care of the child. If your wife is a nurse, how is it that your home is so messed up? He also claimed their home was not in good condition for a few months due to him being unable to keep up with things, becoming unmanageable and overwhelming. Vanderburgh County booked Patrick and Jessica into the Vanderburgh County Jail Thursday night on charges of neglect of a dependent, but they have since been released from that custody. Man, what the hell is wrong with people? So there you go. There's some of the story. There's one story that we missed since I've been away. How out of your mind do you have to be that a child is able to get out of your home, go to your neighbor calls the police show up to your home, and you tell the cops that the child is sleeping in the bedroom when the police have your child? How? What kind of drugs are you doing? I don't understand how. I know. Danny says we can't talk about the children in the mushroom trial, but this we can hear. Different laws in different countries, my friend. Different laws in different countries. This is a story out of America, good old America, where true crime stories have no censoring apparently. Danny says, "Yep, drugs. It is a little bit. Seems a little bit drug induced." Oh, come on, go away. Rachel says, "I don't get people." Texas, hey, my friend, what's up? What did Marilyn say? I want to know what Marilyn said because obviously it was good. Reminds me of the Frankie case. Yeah. Yep. Very similar. Those children broke out of that home and ended up at a neighbor's home. That's how that entire Frankie case unraveled. And this influencer type mom ended up, I don't know, like being one of the most hated people in America. Like hated. She had this picture perfect life on Instagram, and then it all came crashing down, and the truth about how she actually treated her children was out in the wild. So I know that Danny's like, I don't get the censorship between the countries. I think I have a photo of these numbskulls too. Hold on, let me see if I can grab it. No. I think we can get it. All right, they were booked in on Thursday. Sorry, I'm not quite as fast on the laptop as faster as I am on the computer. When I have the computer, I can fly through articles like every 2 seconds and get you guys stuff. You'll notice the difference between me on the computer and me on the laptop. All right. So let me share this for you. There you go. There's the parents of that child. So that is Jessica and Patrick. And according to the information that we had on that one, Jessica works as a freaking nurse. A nurse. And she let her child get into that kind of state. I can't believe it. Carlisa says Ruby Frankie has many states sending her money. I don't get it. Who wants that pussy, man? Like, no one wants that. No one wants that. I don't want it. I'm good. Texas Roadrunner says, "Hey Ping, the wrong guy update about San Antonio. The mistaken victim is still recovering in hospital shot 9 times." Oh, the wrong guy. Yeah, the guy that got shot. Yeah, he was. Some people pulled up in a car and just shot him. And they went, "Oh, sorry, dude," when they realized he was not the right guy. Oh, don't do that. See, I'm not a fan of laptops, guys. I can't wait till we can go home. No, that's not how we do this. What? I don't know what it's done to my computer, but it's messed it up. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to jump back. Sorry about that. Apparently it just decided to go whack and then enlarge everything like 80%, and I couldn't control anything anymore. So there's that photo. They're back. They look so sad. I ask you this. People that get caught for crimes like this, especially crimes against children, are they sad because they did something wrong? Or are they sad because their bullshit finally got found out? Is it both? Is it one? Is it the other? I have no idea. But I will tell you this, that I've looked at enough mugshots that I feel like most of the time they're only sad because they got caught. That's the only reason. If that child had never come out of that home, they would have kept doing the same thing to that child. I guarantee you. So that child's in a better place now in CPS. Well, better is a spectrum, but anything's got to be better than living with these two freaking Neanderthal looking motherfuckers. So the latter, that's right, because they got caught. It's definitely like that. By the way, Ping has no filter. I'm so sick of being filtered all week. So you're probably going to get some swearing in this stream. I'm a bit tired of being told what I can and can't say. So I need a release. So if you get some swear words, I ain't holding them back tonight. I ain't doing it. I ain't never going back. No, I am going back on Monday. But yeah, you're gonna get some swearing tonight. Sorry about that. If it offends your precious ears, then oh well. Deal with it. All right, we could do that. We'll do the attempted shooting one, attempted murder one in a second. I just want to go here. Let's head out to Buffalo. I don't think we do too many stories out of Buffalo. Can you guys name another story we've ever done out of Buffalo? I can't say I've ever seen one out of Buffalo. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a buffalo. Yeah, I'm going to play you the video if it plays. Or it's a photo. Okay. Are we going to get either or one, the other? We'll see. Here we go. So the man you see on your screen, which I will open in a new tab for you. This guy is a very sick guy. And Ping will explain why. Here's his dumb face right here. All right, let me tell you about this guy. Man is accused of forcibly R-wording a teen at an Albion park. R-word. Yeah, R-word. I just talked about censorship and now I did it again. So this is in Albany or Albion, New York. And they say an Albion man is accused of forcibly R-wording a teen at a park in the village. The Albion Police Department said on April 28th, a 15-year-old reported being forcibly, R-word by a male inside the village park on April 25th, so 3 days beforehand. According to the police, 21-year-old Alan Bieber, any relation to the one that sings the music? His name is Alan Bieber, and was arrested for his involvement in the incident and charged with first-degree R-word, first-degree SA, third-degree R-word, sexual misconduct, and endangering the welfare of a child. Police said Bieber was processed at the Albion Police Department and remanded to the Orleans County Jail for arraignment at a CAP court. CAP court? CAP court? Okay. Police ask anyone with information into the related incident to come forward and speak with investigators. And they're saying anyone having any similar incidents involving Bieber to contact police at 585-589-5627. So if you've ever had something to do with this guy, then call it in. Hey Glitter, how are you? What's going on? $695 for the cash bond. Oh, you're talking about the first people? The first people only had a $695 bond. What's that? It's 10% of a $6,900 bond. So it must have been just under $7,000. Rachel said he's probably done this before or tried to. What have we said about police. Police don't just say things for no reason. So the fact that they're putting out a call for, if you've had any involvement with Bieber to come forward, it's because they believe that possibly this victim, this young girl, 15 years old, is not the first victim. They're probably thinking, seems a little brazen to just go and R-word a teen girl in a park. Seems like he might have done this before. Glitter says, you look a lot more relaxed tonight. People have been saying that all day about me. I think I was just tired yesterday, guys. Very, very tired. I'm still tired. I only got 1 hour sleep last night. Rachel said, he's probably done this before. Yeah, I agree. Tony says, JB looking rough lately. It's not the Justin Bieber I remember. I don't remember him being that balding. I don't remember him needing advanced hair for men. I don't remember this. I don't remember Hailey Bieber going out with that guy. All right. So, yeah, I don't have any more information about that one, unfortunately. But all I have is his stupid face. So there you go. You can have a look at his face. So if you know him, if you're anywhere in Albion, New York, and you've ever had a dealing with this guy, especially if it's related to any sort of like crime, you need to contact that police department. James says Justin Bieber looks like Aaron Carter. He does a little bit at the moment, doesn't he? Jojo said this guy looks like his right eyeball is swollen. Hopefully someone knocked the crap out of him. Yeah, she knocked the crap out of him. Maybe. Doesn't sound like it though. It sounds like the poor girl. If they're charging with R-word, 2 counts, 1 in the first degree, 1 in the second degree. It sounds like the act actually happened, which sucks. It really sucks. You don't ever want to hear about a child having to go through that. Yeah. Let me see what else I can find about Mr. 21-year-old Alan. He's 21? What? That's some like 40-year-old looking dude. I look younger than he does. I'm 40 and I look younger than this guy. This guy looks older than me. The F. 21? It's the oldest looking 21-year-old I've ever seen. That's some bad genetics. Yeah, it says he's 21. I don't know, buddy. You lost that much hair at 21. You're gonna have a rough life, my friend. Shouldn't be walking around R-wording girls either. Yeah, he says he's 21. No way. In my article, hold on, let me double check. According to police, 21-year-old Alan Bieber of Albion was arrested. Yeah. 21. Yeah, he's real rough for 21. I don't understand. He looks 40 like he has 3 kids and a mortgage. He looks like his kids are in middle school. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, bro, like I got 20 years on you and I look younger than you do. Like, how does that work? Who is your daddy and who is your mama? And what kind of inbred hillbilly motherfucker are you? Like, what's going on? What's going on? Glitter says, there's a crazy story in Ohio of a postal worker beating a young girl on video, and the officer decided not to press charges. Really? I'll look. In Ohio? All right, we're going to go to Cleveland 19. I'm going to play the video for you. Hold on. Let's go up here. If it'll ever play. It's a spinning. Really, really bad. Oh, you mother effer. Shut up.
Postal
There you
worker
go.
caught on camera in full uniform, allegedly beating a young girl. Now, that letter carrier hasn't been charged with a crime. 19 investigator Mike Mason has a disturbing video, and it is a story you'll see on just one station.
According to this police report, the officer who handled this case planned on pressing charges, but that didn't happen. So we began digging around to find out why, and what we uncovered is alarming.
Get out for her! Get out for her!
The video is unbelievable. A U.S. postal worker in full uniform caught on camera, allegedly beating on a 10-year-old girl. The brawl breaking out in broad daylight just outside of Cleveland Elementary School. It happened last September at Ben Franklin Elementary, right after students were released from class. A police officer with the Cleveland Metropolitan School District took the call. According to his report, a 10-year-old girl told him that while walking to the bus, another girl attacked her with a book bag. She said that's when the girl's mother, a U.S. postal worker, also got involved. The report states the girl's mother jumped into the fight and called the girl a B word before pushing her to the ground, causing that girl to hit her head on a tree. Since the postal employee hasn't been charged, 19 Investigates has chosen not to identify her. In the officer's report, he notes several offenses that he believes the postal worker should be charged with, including assault and endangering a child. He also stated he referred those charges to the city prosecutor's office, but 19 Investigates found CMSD police sent this case to the county prosecutor's office by mistake. Last November, the county sent this letter to CMSD, declining to prosecute since they only handle felony cases. Meanwhile, 19 Investigates obtained the video and police report. We questioned CMSD as to why, after several months, they haven't submitted those charges to the city for prosecution. This week, a spokesperson from the city prosecutor's office told us we didn't receive any information involving this case from CMSD until they forwarded some reports over on April 17th, nearly 7 months after the incident occurred. It's important to note that these reports were only sent to us because we asked CMSD about the case after you had initially reached out to us on April 16th.
How do you not prosecute over that? It doesn't matter what the situation is. That's insane to do that to a young girl, and they just like, there's nothing to see here. Please keep going. He's just delivering a parcel. The parcel just happens to be a human girl. Crazy. Glitter says, Ping, do you remember Thanksgiving we watched the police shoot down? Yes. So there was a teenager in the snow, right? And he was... Okay. They said there was some sort of gunfire in the area, and they saw a person of interest, and they just approached him, pulled out guns, and just killed him. Just shot him. They were just like, oh yeah, he's the guy with the gun. Just shoot him. I can't remember. Did we ever get a thing about that? Did we ever get anything about that? I know they were looking into some sort of investigation. He was like 14. Yeah. So they thought there was a thing about it. Here, I'll show you. Ohio teenager. Are you talking about? No, wait. Which one are you talking about? There was the one with the young kid with the autism that happened like 3 weeks ago, and then there was one like last year. I don't know which one it is. I'm not sure. I can't. I'd have to know the name, but Hey, Woman of Steel, how are you? Kathleen says, Kathleen, my grandma was born in, I can't even pronounce that, so. Glitter says, no, I don't think we saw much more about it, but it was all over the news after the parents were, of course, outraged. Yeah. Oh, bye. Bye, Queen Wave, bye. Let's see. No, this one, Thanksgiving, they were heard, yeah, they heard gunshots, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They heard gunshots. They said they located a person of interest, and instead of like searching him or whatever, they just sort of surrounded him, pulled out firearms, and just shot him. And they're like, "Yes, we found the gunman." They're like, "How did you know it was him?" They're like, "Oh, we just knew." They're like, "Did you see him fire him a gun?" No. Did you see him have a gun? They're like, "No, but we found a gun." And they're like, "No, no, no. Did you see him fire a weapon?" And they're like, "No. I don't think we saw that." They're like, "Well, did you see him do anything with a weapon?" They're like, "No." It was the weirdest investigation. I'm not sure whatever happened in the end. I know the police chief was supposed to be doing some sort of internal investigation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can find it. Is it Jalen Walker? Was that the one? No, that was 2 years ago. Yeah. Might be this one. Hold on, I'll log in. It sucks being on a computer that you're unfamiliar with because you can't just log into stuff. I can't bring it up, unfortunately, but I know the story you're talking about. Let's see. Glitter says, "Oh my gosh, that's a real problem." Yeah. Look. There we go. There's the microphone. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find a video for us to watch of that one from last year, but there was some body cam footage released at one point. Yeah, Ohio body cam. That's not it. Might be this one.
Civil rights activist. Civil rights activists are speaking out tonight about new police body camera video showing the final moments of an Akron teenager's life. On Thanksgiving night, 15-year-old Jasmine Tucker was believed to be walking to his older brother's home when he was shot and killed by city police. Police say a couple officers heard gunshots. Then they encountered Tucker close by with a loaded gun. One of the officers shot him. After seeing the body camera footage, though, just released tonight, a local civil rights leader has a lot of questions.
What I did not see was a young man, a 15-year-old with a gun. How many times do people have to get shot like this for us to see that there's a culture in the police department?
We took the video to an expert for analysis, so we get to News 5's Kaylee Olivas in Akron for that perspective.
Thanksgiving night, Akron police shot a 15-year-old boy right here next to Miller South School. I'm Kaylee Olivas here in Akron, while police have just released body camera footage showing us that very shooting. There's still so much we can't hear or see. A cold and snowy Thursday night. Akron police say a pair of patrol officers were parked at East Avenue and Vernon Odom Boulevard when they heard gunshots nearby. Newly released body camera footage shows a 5-year veteran officer quickly running to the west field of Miller South School. There's zero audio in the first 30 seconds.
Well, what's interesting is the officer gets out of the cruiser, and it really isn't that much time after he gets out that he does fire his rifle at the suspect. And one of the things that we need to understand is when he got out and was starting to approach the suspect, and then when he fired, there has to be some very important visual of that officer.
But it's unclear from the video what this officer sees. What is evident is he shot Jasmir multiple times.
I did.
The alleged reason for shots fired?
It looks like a firearm right here.
But the footage shows a 6.5-minute delay with no visual of a gun.
I think that was one of the big points of this particular one. It was the fact that they had no visual of a weapon, but still decided to shoot him. And I think that's where a lot of the anger came from, is that, like, why were you shooting at someone if you didn't have a confirmation of a weapon or some sort of risk? Like, where's the risk profile? Yeah, crazy.
Gun during that time period.
Put your hands out to your side. Do it now.
It's also filled with commands from police for Jasmir to show his hands. And with seemingly no movement, as noted by one officer talking to dispatch, a group of Akron police finally push forward to make physical contact with Jasmir.
That can be because they're non-compliant, or it can be because they have serious injuries. So the officers were trying to get compliant. I believe that if the subject was or able or did extend his hands, the officers would have immediately approached him.
When approached, aid does not look to be immediately rendered. Instead, Jasmir's pockets are sorted through. Akron's mayor saying, quote, "In hindsight, the amount of time that expired between the shooting and the initiation of physical aid to Jasmir is deeply troubling to me."
I'm not sure what it is. No.
There was a firearm recovered at the scene, which at least tells us this subject probably could have been involved in the shots fired that the officers may have heard. And
Shut up, bro. Like, this guy that's talking. Shut up. You don't have to defend everyone. Not everyone deserves defending. Oh yeah, it was a guy, and he was nearby, and you know those police, they definitely, they definitely had, you know, reasonable cause to, you know, want to shoot someone. That kid lost his life, man. Like, they let him just bleed out on the snow, and he'd just been walking around. It's just crazy. Like, that kid just got absolutely annihilated by gunfire. I mean, maybe it could have been, but do you need to fire on someone? They're saying here he was shot 2 to 2. I can't read it, but 2 to 3 times, 3 times 2. I don't know. He was shot in the back and 1 in the arm. That tells me he was running away. Well, lots of people tend to run away from police for a variety of reasons. I don't think you can say it's anything. Maybe he didn't want to be caught by the police. Maybe he didn't want to deal with them. Maybe some sort of, I don't know, predisposition to authority or something. I don't know. But it seems like an over response. It is horrific, yeah. 3 times, thank you.
And or may have been reported through their dispatch service. So the other question comes up, did he fire the gun, saw the officers approaching, and did he hide the gun in his pocket? So once again, we're going to need more details from all the officers.
The city confirms 2 shell casings were recovered near Miller South School, and those will be tested to see if it matches the gun found in Jasmir's pocket.
We gotta make it. Got a gun. Put it down.
The end of the body camera footage shows officers continuing to peel back Jasmir's jackets. While he's blurred, it's clear there are gunshot wounds to the left side of his person. He was taken to a nearby hospital, where he later died. The officer involved is on paid administrative leave as the State Bureau of Criminal Investigations looks into it.
The video just doesn't show all the facts. It shows parts of the facts.
The Akron police chief echoing that, saying in part, quote, "The independent investigation is in its early stages, and there is much we still don't know about what occurred." The NAACP Akron chapter president says from what she sees, though, the killing of Jasmir is nowhere near justifiable.
A 15-year-old or anyone is no match for a gun. Especially if you don't see a gun in a possession. And based on what I saw in that video, I did not see a gun in the hands of that young person.
As for Jasmir's family, they're still processing his death, wondering how they're supposed to move forward without him.
Yeah. There you go. Very, very sad. Glitter says, well, I was trying to figure out yeah, 15 years old. It's crazy. Jojo says, so for discharging a weapon, they shot him. Apparently. Even if you do say it was him, so even if you're like, okay, it was him. He was the one who shot the rounds off or whatever. Why do you need to shoot him? Like it's a bit strange, but okay. Rachel said we need to put more money into our police for training and pay them for the job appropriately. Yeah, I could see that. You know, when you pay peanuts, you know the saying, if you pay peanuts, you get what you're given. So, yeah, gotta pay correctly, get good quality talent, and get a lot of training. Let's see. Peanuts is my dog. Exactly, yeah. Glitter says, one boy was shot by police taking out the garbage. What? Rachel said they need to put more money. Yeah, I agree. By the way, Carla, Carolina? Carla. I appreciate the donation, my friend. It's very kind of you. Oh my God, go away. It's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. I saw it come in just before. It's very kind of you. Let me just check here. See if we can get it to open up. Yeah, thank you very much. I saw that Ko-Fi come in. That is very sweet of you. Did you leave a message for me? You did not, but it says Carla supported you. Thank you, my friend. It is very kind of you. It's very kind. Rachel says, exactly, training and support. Make correct decisions. Yes, you're welcome, sir. Thank you. Jojo says, exactly. If it was him, it should have been a trip to juvenile hall, a phone call to mom. At least he'd be there. True. No message for Ping. None. There is never any. No. People do leave messages all the time if they want to. Guys, I think I'm about done. I am so tired. All I want to do is go to sleep, and I want to get some rest in before Mrs. Ping gets here. Oh jeez. Those freaking days of like 1 hour of sleep or 2 hours of sleep all week are starting to catch up, I think. Yeah, so I think we're going to go for the night. I'll be on over the weekend. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we'll do some recapping of the last four days, and we'll do some more like deeper recapping. after I get some sleep and some I don't know. So I don't know, some sort of strong painkiller or something. I don't know. so something. Uh how are the eateries? There's not a ton here. There's not a ton like there are a few restaurants and things like that, but there's not like a lot. It's a oh, hold on. Oh jeez. It's a country town. So like it's a not like yeah, it's a country town. There's stuff. It's just yeah, there's some places. That's the easiest way I can describe it. Get some rest. Yeah. Yeah, I think I got like 1 hour last night. Like I felt a bit better today. Yesterday I was so drained. I think I was talking to Mrs. Ping about it, and she's like, "You're so used to physically being drained because you do a lot of like exercise and things like that." She's like, "This is mentally draining. It's very different because it's just so much information that you have to take in, like spit back out, like take stuff away, fix things, like all that type of thing." And she's like, 8 hours of that every day will send you crazy. So she's like, yeah, I'm gonna try get a nap before she gets here. That's what I'd like to do anyway. Hold on. I'd be a fun party person, wouldn't I? It's like 5 o'clock on a Friday, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to sleep." They're like, "No, we're all going out for beers to celebrate the end of the first week of the trial." I'd be like, "No, I'm good. I'll take the beer, but I'm going to sleep." Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do tonight. Sleep, probably sleep. One of our favorite activities is old people because now we're old. You know that we're not young people who go raving every Friday night anymore. It's funny. It's like, should we go to bed early and get like an extra 3 hours of sleep? And she's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That's like our idea of like deluxe sort of fun now. It's like, how much extra sleep can we get on a weekend? That is it. Yeah, sweet dreams, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do some more deeper. Like, so there's a video I want to make probably tomorrow, and I want to do sort of an encapsulation of the entire week. So go from Tuesday to Friday and do it all in one shot. So there'll sort of be like, that's it for week one. We've sort of done these little updates every day, but I sort of want to combine. Can we do that? I'll check. I'll get some legal advice. I'll get some. No, that's not the right word. I'll get some advice and I'll see if that's possible. If we can do that, and I'll see if we can go from Tuesday to Friday. I don't know if we can though. There's some little thing that I keep, I've been told about where it's like you can't go backwards. You can only go like the day you're on. So it's like you have to report what you heard today. You can't go backwards, but I just don't know if that means you can, like, you can't just relate things that you hear today to the day before, but can you report them like that? Anyway, I will ask the question and I'll find out, and we'll find out. Glitter says that's how you tell you're old, Ping. It is, right? I'm old now. I'm happy to sleep in. I'm like, sleep in? That's like the best weekend ever. I'd do that. Back when 20 years ago, I'd be like, where are we going for like 3 days of raving? We're going to go to 3 different raves between Friday and Sunday. Now it's like, I ain't going to any raves, man. I'm so tired. I'm not doing any of that. Carla said, it's a reply to someone. All right. Wendy says, I'm old. I'm 72. Hey, I'm younger than that guy from that first story. That guy looks like 25 years older than me. It makes no sense. That guy is like the oldest 21-year-old I've ever seen in my life. All right. It's been a long week. It's been a trying week. I think I'm finally starting to sort of get it, which is good. I finally started to find like a little bit of a rhythm, which is always welcome when you're doing this type of stuff. It only took me an entire first week, but you know, that's okay. We've got 5 other weeks. Yeah, we'll be all right. Oh my god, now maybe I got a cold. Hold on. I think I'm coming down with a cold. I've been really sniffly like all day. It makes no sense. Maybe it's just the cold weather. It was freezing here this morning. It was like 4 degrees, and I went outside, and the fog was so thick, you couldn't see anything. Like you'd walk into it, you couldn't see anything around you. It was one of the most craziest things I've seen when here. Your mom doesn't know how? That's interesting. Maybe it's the pollen. Yeah, never mind. It's too cold to be pollen. Yeah, pollen's in like September here. No, I think it's the cold. It's really cold even during the day. Like right now, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But even at like 2, 3 o'clock, it was pretty icy out there. Even today, that's why I'm sitting under a blanket. Maybe it's something in the hotel room. Maybe, could be. I've been a bit sniffly all day. So, all right, let's get out of here. What? What just happened? Oh my god, what the fuck are you doing? I hate laptops. Oh, and now we're in dark mode. Oh my god. There we go. All right. It went into some weird full screen mode. I know I miss my cats. I haven't seen my cats like in like 4 days. That's like the longest time since we went to Tasmania that I haven't seen them. I think Muffin misses his dad. Mrs. Ping put him on the phone last night, and he was like trying to lick the screen. He's like, I can hear my dad, but where is he? Where is he? He's in the phone. If you start yelling at Muffin, we're going to call. I didn't yell at Muffin. I only yell at him when he's naughty. I only yell at him when he's being a bad boy. Because it's the only thing he responds. He's a really funny cat. He's like super strong-willed, and the only way to sort of stop him is to shock him out of it. And you know you can't hurt cats or anything. So the only thing we have is like loud voices, and loud voices like shock him. He goes, "Whoa, who's yelling? Why are they yelling?" And he stops. So it's the only thing that works for Muffin. Rory is different. Rory hates water, like those water squirter things. Rory is petrified of anything with a trigger. You can have a deodorant, a freaking anything like a bug spray or anything that will make a noise, and she is petrified of them. So you don't even have to use it. You just pick it up, and she'll just go, poof, and she's gone. But Muffin's not scared of anything except for his dad. He's scared when his dad starts yelling, and that's it. Not scared of anything else. Not scared of water. Not scared of thunder. Not scared of... Oh, he's scared of smoke alarms. Smoke alarms and when dad gets mad. And that's it. Because he's always like, Dad, why are you yelling? I'm a good cat. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're being a bad cat. Sean says, my parrot too. I have to get loud. Yeah, it's the only thing that works for Muffin. Otherwise, he just does whatever he wants to do. He'll attack Rory. He'll beat her up. He's a bit naughty at times. All right. All right, let me check. Where's my phone? All right, let me check one thing. Okay. Okay. Who sent this? Okay. Man, if these trumpet people, you know what's crazy? It's an election here tomorrow in Australia. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 messages from these stupid people called Trumpet or whatever. Trumpet of Patriots. It's supposed to be some like homage to Trump. Stop fucking messaging me. I'm not going to vote for you. Go away. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to vote for you. Go away. Stop messaging me. I ain't going to vote for no one. You know what I'm going to vote for? I'm going to vote one ping. Vote one ping. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to vote for myself. I ain't going to vote for you, stupid trumpet people. Get off my phone. Get off my effing phone. Sean says they are bombarding the internet. Clive Palmer. Yeah, it is Clive Palmer. Nikki says they've been driving me crazy too. I have 7 friggin' text messages from them. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'll vote for you and I'll give you the #1 vote, okay? This is your #1 vote. It's this. Get off my effing phone. Stop messaging me. How the F did you get my number? This number is private. This number that you see here on this phone, this is private. The only people that have this are like family, friends. I have another phone that's over here that I don't show on stream, and it's for business. It's like people call me for like interviews and things like that. That's a different phone. But this phone is private, and it's got a private number. But how the hell they got that number, I don't know. Why? No, I did. I did. I already blocked it like 3 times. The thing is, they just change the number and they just message again. It's really annoying. No, in Australia, it is legal for people running for an election to message you. It's legal in Australia. It is not illegal for them to do this. It's actually, it's within their rights. The random, yeah, maybe they just did that. Yeah, not a class action lawsuit here. Yeah, in America, I think it's illegal. In Australia, no. Let's see. C. Taylor says, my 2 kitties are total opposites of each other. So are mine. One runs when he hears any noise, and the other isn't affected at all. Yeah, Rory goes towards noise, and Muffin goes away from noise. Muffin's like, what's a noise? What's a smoke alarm? And runs in the opposite direction. Rory, if she hears a smoke alarm, she goes running towards it. I swear, if we ever have a fire, we're going to lose Rory because she's just going to run into the fire. She's going to be like, oh my God, something shiny, and run towards the fire. She'll do that, I promise. She's a bit weird like that. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Mrs. Ping said she has to go do something first. I'm annoyed. I wanted to come out here. Okay. Urgh. She's going to be like another 2.5, 3 hours. Oh, well, I'm going to get some sleep. The topic of this live is good night. Bye. That's the topic. I love you guys. The topic was just random US true crime tonight. We did a update on the Aaron Patterson trial, the final day 4, which is Friday today. It's the weekend. Tomorrow is Saturday, so we're not going to get any more trial days until Monday. So week 1 in the book. So you want to go watch that video, go back on the channel, and you can watch the update. But this was just random true crime, an excuse to hang out with everyone. All right. Oh, what did I eat? I had like that crazy food last night. The one I posted on my Twitter. If you want to know what I ate, at least the best thing I probably ate when I was here, go onto my Twitter account on Nights with Ping. I posted a photo of it. It was crazy. It was like crumb chicken, bread, hash brown, 2 eggs, cheese, French fries, a salad, and all this other stuff. And like it was massive. Like it was huge. And I ate it all in like 10 minutes. It's probably the best thing I ate when I was here. I haven't eaten today yet. I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm not feeling that great, so I haven't eaten any dinner yet. Or lunch, or breakfast. I haven't done any of that yet. Yeah, I'll take a nap. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a nighttime one. I'm not sure. Maybe just take a night off tonight so I can recuperate. I love you all. Hey, I love you all. Good night, everyone, from lovely Morwell. Maybe by the next time you see me, I'll actually be back in Melbourne. So this might be the last time you see me in Morwell for maybe like a couple of weeks. At this stage, I'm pretty sure I'm not coming back here next week. But on week 3, 4, 5, and 6, I will be here. So it's just for next week. But I'm still going to be covering the trial. That's all I can say about it. And just assume you'll get the same information. Yeah, good night, everyone. See you later. Bye.